Shalom. All praise is due to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Racha Kodash. The honors to the elect apostle, bishop, the elders at Great Millstone, and well. Shalom to elect Hak out there doing this work into serving in truth and not for vain glory. In season, out of season. Shalom to the elect men, women, sons, and daughters of the elect of the nation of Israel, which are the elect men, women, sons, and daughters of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans scattered through the four corners of the earth. Okay, this is part 2 to the first video I did about those small hats, those Jewish guys, you know, not being the real Jews over there in Israel and all over the earth. You know, it says the Balfour Declaration was a public statement issued by the British government in 1917 during World War I, expressing support for the establishment of the national home of the Jewish people in Palestine. I mean, it says the declaration contained in the letter, all right, in a letter from Foreign Security Author Balfour to Lord Rothschild, which is a small hat, is a key document in the history of Zionism and the creation of the state of Israel. Now, that's not, Cal, the real Jews would return. Okay. All right. Okay. That's not according to prophecy. So we know that those are not the real Jews over there, you know, which, you know, the letter J didn't come to the 1500s, you know. Okay. You know, the creation. So that's something that they set up. Okay. But that's not according to prophecy, how the real Jews would return. And the real Jews, which is Yahwadah and Elashawan Kodash, is the so-called African-American men, women, sons, and daughters. Okay? Those are the real Jews, all right? Okay. Let's see. I got this other one up in here. All right. Says creation of Israel in 1948. It says on May 14, 1948, David Ben Gurion, the head of the Jewish agency, proclaimed the establishment of the state of Israel. U.S. President Harry S. Truman recognized a new nation on the same day. You know, so this shit was set up, man. All right. All right. This shit was set up. Okay. This is not prophetic. Okay. This is not how the real Jews would return. The real Israelites. All right. Let's go to the scriptures. All right. Let's go here. Let's go to let's go to Revelation, the 21st chapter and the 2nd verse. All right. Okay. It says, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth passed away, and there was no more sea. 2nd verse, and I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the power out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Now, did that happen during the Balfour Declaration in 1917 by a letter to Lord Rothschild? Okay. Did that happen in 1948? Okay. Where they said, okay, now we got this. Now we're going to call this the state of Israel. No. It says, and I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the power, Yahweh, out of heaven. Now that's referring to the people. Okay. All right. Okay. That's referring to the Israelites, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the elect of you. being beamed down by those chariots called the UFOs, or the chariots bringing you down. Okay, all right, not a a big city with bricks and gold and all that stuff. The city of Jerusalem, revamped and polished and clean, coming down out of the sky. No, it's talking about the people. It's talking about the Israelites. It's talking about the real Jews. Okay? That's what it's talking about. All right? Now, did that happen for those small hatters, those little hat wearers, those Jewish guys? No. See, that's the prophecy. This is a prophecy that's about to take place. Okay? For the elect of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? All right? They're called the chariots in the Bible. They're called the clouds. Okay? All right? Okay? But the so-called white man calls them UFOs, you know? All right? By Yahweh Shai. Okay? On his giant-sized, mountain-sized chariot. And all right? And the other angels and the other chariots, which look like black men, by the way. And the Lord Yahweh Shai, the deliverer, he looks like a so-called black man with white woolly hair, with great spiritual power and super dark skin. Okay? All right? So that prophecy hasn't happened for you small hatters. Okay? For you Jewish people. You created the state of Israel. All right? Let's go to one more scripture. So them guys that call themselves the Jews out there in Israel fighting with them Palestinians, they ain't the real Jews. All right? So-called black man and black woman, sons and daughters, African Americans, those are the real Jews. All right? Where's that at? Oh, yeah. Obadiah 1:1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh, concerning Edom, which is a so-called white man, which is those small hats, which are those Jewish guys. We have heard a rumor from Yahweh, an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, let us rise up against her in battle. And that was that ambassador, all right, among the heathen is Gamar Nasser, you know, because the statement he made was, how can the Jews leave black and come back white? All right. All right. So those are not the real Jews. All right. And he got put to death by them small hats. OK, by them Jewish guys. So, you know, I hope you've been edified. And with that, shalom.